So in regards to egg quality, this is the topic of one of the most common reasons why people consult help for fertility. So I assume that if you're doing IVF, then you may also have a low AMH. And if this is so, this gives us an indication of how active and responsive the ovaries are and may give us some indication of the quality of the eggs which are left in the ovaries. And the reason for this is because the healthiest eggs tend to be released each cycle. So by the time a woman is in her late 30s or early 40s, this egg quality may and may not for some women. And if you're on egg quality treatment, this may not be the case. But the egg quality may be reduced. So for me, as a natural fertility specialist, when I'm treating somebody for poor egg quality, what I'm hoping is helping them to regulate their hormones to support them to ovulate monthly and to also increase their egg quality. So most of the time we can't increase AMH, also sometimes this does happen. So then we need to increase the quality of the eggs that remain. And to be honest, improving egg quality isn't straightforward and easy. People often know about supplements such as CoQ10 or maca, royal jelly, which are all commonly thought to improve fertility and egg quality. But where the challenge comes is not what's good for fertility and egg quality, but is what's good for your fertility and your egg quality. So this is very different in every person, and I believe that if you need to improve your egg quality, then you're going to need help by a trained professional. It's not just knowing what supplements you need to take, but in what dosage, what quantity, and one of the most important aspects when you're taking supplements is the quality, which high quality supplements can only be prescribed by a natural fertility practitioner. So when we need to reduce FSH in some women, that's showing that the ovary is trying very hard to release an egg. As we talked about before, there's ways we can do this, but different for every individual person. I'd really love to be able to tell you what to take to improve your egg quality, but the truth is that it wouldn't be beneficial. I'm very passionate about treating infertility and coaching for the Natural Fertility Prescription Program because I see the enormous benefits that people experience from the program and the coaching because you're getting individual advice for your particular situation. So of course, starting off by improving your diet and lifestyle shall help. And the sooner you can cut out coffee and alcohol, processed foods, quit smoking, and increase organic fruit and vegetables, nuts, seeds, legumes, and gluten-free whole grains, the sooner your egg quality will have a chance to improve. So here's a list of things that you can start to avoid to improve your egg quality. So cut out coffee and caffeinated drinks, alcohol, smoking and nicotine, trans fats such as margarines, hydrogenated oils and fats, plus any fats cooked at high temperature apart from coconut oil. We want you to reduce processed foods, refined carbohydrates and sugars, sodas, microwave food, canned food, mercury contaminated fish such as those large ones which are tuna, shark, swordfish, etc. You want to cut out non-organic animal products. Organic dairy and red meat can be eaten but should be kept to a minimum. You want to avoid artificial and artificial sweeteners and additives. And you really want to avoid toxic personal care products such as cosmetics and household cleaning products. They'll contain things like parabens and dioxins and phthalates, which are no good for your egg quality. You want to reduce your exposure to electromagnetic radiation from computers, Wi-Fi, mobile phones, and also air travel. And use an electromagnetic radiation shield if you can. Try to avoid painkillers like ibuprofen because they may disrupt the ovulation and also lead to poor egg quality. You want to reduce your contact with paint fumes, house renovation dust, peak hour traffic. You want to drink and shower in filtered water. You can get very good quality water filters. You also want to avoid exposure to X-rays and vaccinations and amalgam fillings while you're trying to improve your egg quality. So as you can see, there are a lot of things in our diets and environment that can impact egg quality. And one of the biggest benefits of the Natural Fertility Prescription Program, I think, is that Eva will take you through all of these over the 16 weeks and give you in-depth knowledge as to why these things need to be avoided. And she'll also gives you recommendations on how to reduce your exposure to these things. So you'd also then have coaching with either or myself, and then we'll prescribe the supplements and recommend tests that you need for your particular situation.